There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? Let me know if you guys can hear me correctly, you guys. Sorry, y'all, I am not gonna be on camera, y'all. So y'all gonna get a podcast style version. I know y'all hate that, but I'm in bed right now and I'm tired. I didn't see that. So, what do you guys think about some of the stuff that's been going on with the Zeus stuff? Just let me know. See who's here. But today, you guys, we're doing Hollywood Hot Topics instead of like a Zeus Town Hall and stuff like that. So I want to talk about more mainstream news that's going on. Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to tap into was Blueface's sister. So Blueface's sister, you guys, is doing an interview with Tasha K. You guys, you already know Tasha K. One. Are you ready to unwind? Even off of this preview, one thing about Tasha K, right? She is really like, so I believe a little bit demeaning and condescending because the girl was so animated, right? The girl was so animated. Blueface's sister just explaining the story about why she got jumped and everything. And I guess there was wine next to the microphone. So she's just like, oh no, watch out for the wine. No. I just got those mics, okay? I'm damn near bankrupt because of Cardi B. Watch out. Hold on. Let me move the wine. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, she's talking to her like she's like a child. Like, that made me cringe already just watching the preview to the interview. I was like, oh my God, like, Jesus Christ. But it seems as if she's going to drop the interview either on the app, but hopefully she drops it on YouTube because Lord knows I can't afford another subscription. Like, it's just really irritating. I'm sick of subscribing to people's apps. Every other day somebody creates a new app. I remember this one time this YouTuber was coming up with an app. I was like, that's like the craziest thing ever. Like, if you're not a big nationwide celebrity, why are you doing an app? Look at people now. Everybody mama got an app. Everybody grandmama got an app. So it's like, you know what I mean? Right now it's so feasible to do, but back then it was like foreign if you thought of creating an app. So shout out to that YouTuber I used to watch. I think his name was like Jeremiah something. He used to hang out. He was the YouTuber I used to hang out with, like Travi vlogs and stuff like that. I forgot his name, but yeah, I you would have thought those app things were just unseizable. JD, you said who can't you do impressions of? Okay, you name celebrities that you want me to impersonate, and I'll do them in the comments. Don't go crazy now, because you feel me? I can't do everybody. I could do a lot of people, but not everybody. Okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this interview because I want to see what she has to say. But screw the sister. I want to hear what Da Mama has to say. Because one thing about Da Mama, she don't hold back. So like, hearing what she has to say is gonna be way more interesting than hearing what the sister has to say. You already know she doesn't like some of the stuff dealing with Krishan, and I feel like she's really jealous of Krishan's success. I feel like she didn't think that Krishan was gonna blow as much as she did, so it kind of irritates her that she got as famous as she did. Okay, you said do Scotty. So this is Scotty, right? You know my girl Jayla, yeah. So like she beat that roly poly's ass. She had that girl she had that girl rolling down the mother in hill. And then my Natalie, yeah. So I wasn't scared of roly poly. Like, she's a big girl, but I'm not scared to fight. You feel me? Cause I'm tough. You feel me? I run the South and I'm not scared to fight. And she threw my phone. Okay, so this is Rashida. No, no. I'm gonna do Rashida. I'm gonna do Rashida. Kirk. You mean to tell me you got another girl pregnant? I'm finna have to call my mama. This crazy. We finna have to go down the tags and we gonna have to handle this. So you mean to tell me all that stuff I done did for you, Kirk? You gonna do this to me? The mother of your kids? That's Rashida. Okay. This not even what the live's supposed to be about. But okay, let me keep going. Let's say do Mama D. Okay, this Mama D. You know, I told the BAM that she's running amok in the palace. So I had to sit my girl Erica and Erica Pinkett. They had to come together, and we had to, have uh, an alliance to be able to figure out who's gonna be the main woman of Scrap's life. Cause I don't think it's the band. Okay, so we had a conversation, and you left my child for dead. That's Mama D. Do Spice? Okay, it's gonna be awesome. Do Spice. Queen of the dance hall Spice, me do this song with Carly. She think, that she's doing, the dance hall music. Me think me give her, another try because she wants to be a part of this music industry. But me tell Carly, take the music industry serious. You messy, you cry, you're dramatic. You crying and you're dramatic, me no come to you. Okay, me tell Carly that. Okay, me tell her measure, tape to the measurement. Y'all play it. Okay, do Willem the baddest. Yeah, it's your boy William the baddies. You feel me with the fatties. And like, yeah, all them boys on like Bad Boys Club, they hate me. So at the end of the day, I do a lot of shows. I'm on Dr. Phil. I'm on like, all these shows or whatever. So like they just hate, a boy because I'm a white rapper. It's so hard for to be a white rapper in the industry. You feel me? So like yeah. But at the end of the day, follow me on Instagram. You feel me? I got a blue check and like I'm William with the fattest. Yeah, that's what's up. That's William. Okay, this Jim Joe's mama.
Yeah, Chrissy, you a bitch, okay? I don't with you, Chrissy. You talking all that about me. When are you gonna give me a grandchild? When are you gonna give me a grandchild? Okay, Jimmy, come here, Jimmy. I told you, Jimmy. I don't like Chrissy. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. Okay, I don't care what Love and Hip Hop franchise she is. She's still a bitch. Okay, Jimmy, I told you. Okay, you didn't. I'm the mother. And you didn't tell me about the engagement. I'm the mother.
That's that's Jim Joe's mom. I miss those days of Love and Hip Hop New York. Those were the good old days. Like the first couple of seasons of Love and Hip Hop New York. I remember being a small kid coming from for like elementary school watching that. I was like, oh my god, like I love this. Like reality TV was something like I always been into. Like I didn't just grow up and was like, oh, I like reality TV. Like I've been into it since I was a kid. Like I liked reality TV more than I like any scripted series. Like I could watch reruns of reality TV as a kid, like over and over and over, and not get tired of it. A scripted series comes on, I get like bored. Like that's how I am.
Jimmy, Jimmy.
Do K Capri. This don't be the last one, y'all. We got to move on. This K Capri. I told that Jocelyn, y'all think she deserved a GLAAD award. That girl don't do nothing for the community. You feel me? So, y'all, I came on the show and y'all call me a man, okay? Y'all call me all types of trannies, man. And all I told Wet is she want to try me, she could try me, okay? But I'm going to beat her ass every day in the house. And I told her that. The fuck? That's K Capri.
We gonna have to move on. Okay, we gonna have to move on.
Y'all gonna make me lose my voice. Okay, next I want to talk about was She by Shereé. She by Shereé, she pissed me off, okay? Because it's like some of these pseudo celebrities, right? They have all the money in the world, not all the money in the world, but they have more money than us regular people, right? And they don't take advantage of it. Bravo has given you a platform for all these years, right? For you to come up with like a concept clothing wise that's good and that's, attainable. But instead, Sister Girl goes on Sheen or something like that, slaps her name and slaps words on a shirt and shirts, and then overprices it and sells it, right? So y'all saw the finale. Those of you guys who watch Real Housewives of Atlanta saw the finale of it, and then they had like the runway show and stuff like that, right? And then the clothes look good. Like, I'm not a hater. The clothes look good. You feel me? The clothes looked amazing. But then everybody, of course, ran to the website because, of course, you want to buy. Right now, as of today, right now, as I'm recording, because this is live, the website is like down. Like, it's completely down. It's completely down, right? And you can't go on it because it's down. This is why I think it keeps crashing. I don't think it's because it's a lot of I feel like it is because it's a lot of people on there, but it's because the website, the hosting website that she probably uses, she probably has the cheapest plan on there. And a regular person wouldn't know this, of course, unless you have a website, which I do, or you have worked on a website or help somebody with a website, because you have to have the highest bandwidth. That way, if a lot of people are on your website all at once, it doesn't crash. Sheree's website, I don't believe, has the highest bandwidth. The picture that you guys are looking at the screen is from Twitter, because I can't even go on the website to show you guys the clothes. But look at the clothes, you guys. This shirt, you guys, says, "Are you wearing She by Shereé?" is $142. Are you kidding me? Ivy Park doesn't even cost that much, y'all. Like, seriously, Shereé? This made me so disappointed because it's like Bravo gave you like the biggest promotion. Like, you should have did you like a big one. You feel me? Like a big one, because you have the platform, you have the audience, and then this is the best you could have came up with. Like, oh my god, it gives me like a headache looking at it because I'm like, damn. I'm gonna invite and drop the link if anybody wants to give their opinion on any of the topics that I am talking about. Monica, you said you can make that for $15, not $15. Okay, let's move on to the next design. It says joggers with like a scan, like a bar scan. And I'm all for black businesses. You feel me? Like, get your coin and everything like that. But the way a lot of us were introduced to Sheree, she marketed herself as like a fashion designer, a fashion type guru. So a lot of us expected these clothes not to be as basic as they came out. And it'd be one thing if like the prices made sense. They're overpriced as hell. That's why a lot of people were mad, because they're just like, are you kidding me? Like, you made, not only the clothes are bad, it's so overly priced. Because $142, are you like, that's half of my car insurance. What I look like paying half of my car insurance for a shirt? And I'll be spending money not the smartest. So if I'm saying that, that's a problem. Like, seriously. Another shirt, joggers, but it's with the Google logo, and it's for a whopping $142. Okay. Another one. Joggers. Pride version, $142. Right? Living my best life with an emoji, $142. Now, she was wrong for the living my best life, because I swear you could go to your local DD's discounts or Ross and find that shirt. I'm telling you. Those shirts are so easy to find. I'll go to the swap shop right now and get that for $20 or less. Okay? Was there a thought process because it looked slapped together? No, it couldn't have been. Dwight wasn't impressed. I know y'all saw his facial expression. Yes, I would chime in, but my business is still with Rolly and Natalie. Click the link. We could talk about it. Okay, hold on. Another one says SBS multicolored T, 142. Another one, 142. Shereé pick 142. Multicolored tee again, 142. It's just like, it pissed me off because it's like, if I had that type of audience, trust and believe, baby. You know me. If for those of you guys that don't follow me on Twitter, please do. I am at the Evolution, so make sure that please follow me, y'all. This is me on Twitter, the Evolution. Okay, the Evolution. Most of the stuff that I do tweet about, just to give you guys a heads up, is mostly whatchamacallit, is about Big Brother. So because I'm a big Brother fan, so I retweet a lot about Big Brother just to give you guys a heads up. Okay, Big Brother and Housewives as well. I rarely talk about Zeus or retweet Zeus stuff on there because a lot of my timeline doesn't consist of Zeus watchers. So yeah, just to let you guys know, right? I want to know. I know she's charging that. She's not charging that much money. Yes, no, like she seriously is charging that much money. Like that much money, which is like, I think, like insane. And the fashion show, I think, was really, really good. Did you guys see Kandi's reaction to Kandi's reaction to Apollo when Apollo was walking down the runway? So apparently Apollo and Todd, okay, in the voice of Mama Joyce, I don't want you to marry one of the aunties, to Todd, okay. Apollo and Todd had a fallout. So that's why, if you guys were wondering, that's why they fell out. I mean, that's why Kandi gave Apollo that reaction, is because Apollo and Todd fell out. Danky said, "Can you do Big Brother reviews?" You asking a little too late, y'all. We're in the final, what, 5 or 6 or something? It's almost the finale. I can't be doing the review of the finale, y'all. Next season, though. Next season. If you guys are up for it, let me know, because sometimes I'll review a show and it gets like no views, so it doesn't encourage me to keep doing it because nobody supports it. All right, Shereé, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey,
What do you think about all this Zeus madness, this EBT drama?
man, when I tell you, I just clicked on the live because I was like, you know what, I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just see what's going on. And
Mhm.
she was spilling all types. Rolly was spilling all types of hot tea. I mean, she was like,
Piping hot.
you know what, ma'am? You know what? You're not your ish don't stink either. So hold on now. She was dropping receipts like Sarah did. I was like, oh my goodness, here we go. Another round with a different person. It's
Yes.
like keeps going with different people. It's like, I mean, how many times is somebody gonna keep saying, hey ma'am, you're flying to Dubai and popping that thing all around the world, you know?
Right. What do you think about the accusations with Curtis? Because we know Curtis is like an anomaly. We see him everywhere. You know, every corner you look, you see Natalie. He's not too far behind.
Well, I mean, you could clearly see me comment on there because I was on there on the I was on the live going, and I was like, Curtis, now you popping up when Jacob isn't there. Isn't that a little sus? And here goes Curtis. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too. No, we ain't doing too much. We know, sir. We see it. We see you right there. The Zeus cameras don't lie. We see you there.
Do you think Curtis should make a statement? Because this is my whole thing. Another something that could stop the that can stop the rumors from circulating is if Curtis comes out and says, "Hey, like I'm not sleeping with Nat Nat." Like, what do you think? Do you think he should come out and make a statement?
I feel like the silence is telling us everything. The
Mm.
silence is telling us all we need to know.
Oh, so you think him being complacent, not saying anything, is just him basically saying, "Yes, it is happening."
I feel like it is. Because generally most dudes would be like, at least the dudes that I have dealt with, unfortunately, they'd be like, "No, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You see what I'm? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying." Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then also one thing I wanted to mention too, Rolly kind of alluded to some activities that Curtis might be into with the same sex, which I was just kind of like, I never thought of him that way. Uh one of my subscribers that I've had on here, Black Pop, who has a channel on YouTube, check her out. It's funny because before today, yesterday, she literally either yesterday or the day before yesterday. She told me, she was like, she DM'd me a TikTok of Gutta and Curtis, and was like, "Oh, I think Gutta is trying to make Curtis be comfortable and come out of the closet or something." And I'm like, "No, that's not true." And then today happens. What did you think about that whole accusation?
Well, I mean, in my personal view, I don't see Curtis as that way.
Me
I
either.
mean, I don't see him like that at all, actually. And I mean, my personal I'm bisexual myself, so I would be able to tell on the radar. I'll break like, yo, yeah, that's him. That yeah, he's definitely in the car. No,
That's
he
her,
don't.
her, 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 her. That's she. Let me stop.
But no, he seemed like he liked them, cheeks, because he'd be looking at Natalie's. As Zeus cameras don't lie, like I said.
Right. Any final thoughts on any of the topics? What do you think about She by Shereé?
As that person said in the comments, I know she ain't charging that.
She really is. All
Mm-mm.
right, thank you so much for joining the live. You know, you're one of my best subscribers because you always show support. Thank you so much.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. All right. JD said, when I'm accused of some ish, I ain't. So that's crazy. I didn't even address it. Not worth my type. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Ask about Cloudy. I just dropped the link, so click the link if you want to join to give your opinion. All right. JD said, if I'm accused of something I find dumb, I don't address it or worth my time. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Okay, another topic I wanted to talk about was Bow Wow. So Bow Wow, you guys, you know how Chris Brown has been doing those meet and greets. So Bow Wow is going to be doing his own, and he's charging. Guess how much, you guys? I want you guys to drop. Um, I want you guys to drop in the comments how much do you think a package to meet Little Bow Wow will be? But can I get a 2,000? Can I get a 2,000? Can I get a 3,000? Can I get a 4,000? Before I reveal the amount, you guys, I'm gonna add one of my subscribers. Hey, X about Cloudy, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, love, how are you?
I'm good. What do you think about some of the topics I'm talking about?
Child, all I can say is I know Rolly is telling the truth because the way Sarah, like all these other people, every time they how can I explain it? Every time they fall out with Natalie, all say the same thing. There has to be some type of truth to it. I really feel
Mm,
like Natalie's selling some poom poom in Dubai, Nigeria, wherever she be going.
not Dubai. Oh my. The thing is, I listen. They're called Emirates. I think the Emirates in Dubai must be so ashamed because it's giving their country such like a bad rep that it's just it's just known as the country just to sell poom and then just to get crapped on. It's not a good look.
But let's be honest. Do we really think Natalie's selling those lashes in Dubai right now? Or are we going to
Here's
believe everything else that everybody's been saying?
Listen. Here's my honest opinion. I do listen. Listen. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real. I think her lashes are selling, but I think they're like selling like overseas type stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like everybody in the US is like, oh my god, I gotta get some of those Natalie lashes. But I think she figured out some type of way where she could sell a lot of stuff overseas. And that's probably why she's in Dubai. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I would agree to that, but remember
Yeah.
what Rolly said on that live today? She be getting them off Alibaba.
Not Ali. Listen, Ali Bye Bye and Sheen this week have gotten the most press due to Shereé and now Natalie.
I just feel like, especially with the Curtis situation, and especially when I seen the episode, I was even questioning, why is Curtis lurking in the background so much? Like, what's going on? And even my friend, me and her watching an episode, and she said, I think Curtis is messing with somebody. So then when all these posts and everything started coming out, and then
Mm.
everybody put two and two together with Natalie, and then really confirmed it. I just feel like there's really some things going on. I really wonder how Jacob feels about all this.
Me too. I would love to hear what Jacob has to say about this. And to me, I would feel very disrespected because it's like now a lot of people are really claiming this, and it's making him look foolish. Unless this is what I assume this, and this is all alleged, and this is just my opinion and what I guess is happening between them. I feel like they have an open relationship.
They
That's
have
what I
to.
think. Yeah,
They have to, because there's no way a man can really tell me he's comfortable with everybody outing his wife
yeah,
about sleeping with this person, being involved with this person, and not doing the same thing.
yeah.
Because Jacob is not as big in like the whole like reality world as much as Natalie. So we
Right.
don't know what he doing behind the scenes.
Exactly. Which I'm surprised nobody's ever, a TikTok hasn't slipped like I'm with Natalie's husband or anything like that, which shows that maybe he is just, if they do have an open relationship, maybe he's not as open to the open relationship as Natalie is. So,
I think he might understand like what she does,
mhm.
especially if she really is flying to these countries and making a bag and bringing it back home. He might just accept it and just be like, a little cute little house husband.
Right. I would pay top dollar for that, for the Baddie South behind the scenes footage, since there were N words up and through that house.
But another thing about the whole EBT situation,
Yeah.
I really feel like Natalie had no place to really talk about that. Especially, we don't know how much they're really making behind the scenes. Because at least in that one
Right.
episode, Natalie made it clear that she makes $500,000 off the episode.
Mm,
But she's an EP,
right.
and I feel like if really still out here on that little food stamp, then they're not really paying them as much as we might be thinking.
Right. Which the 500K thing. Now I'm finding it hard to believe, if, like, you get what I'm saying. If, let's say, really still on welfare and stuff like that, I'm finding that a little bit hard to believe. But you never know. But I do feel like the cast members don't get paid like crazy. Like, we kind of figured that out, to be honest. But like somebody in my comment said, it's not a good flex on Zeus, especially because that's one of their biggest stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see, because I peeped from the live, like you said earlier, that Rolly has something in the works. And I know
Yes.
this sounds really random, but I'm really hoping it's like kind of a cooking show.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Like I said, I told her in the interview I did with her, they should do like a cooking show, and then each week have like a Zoo star come in, pull up, talk about their show, gossip, cook, and then Kiki, and then people will tune in, because there's nothing like that on Zeus. So they need a show that's not just about drama, but where you could like get a good laugh in. You get what I'm saying? Like
Of course.
gossip. That's what I
And if
think.
they do give her a dating show, I really hope they change the format, because Zeus has a really bad habit of recycling the same format just with different people on their shows.
Right,
And it's
right.
so repetitive.
Yeah, we seen that with Bobby's, but Bobby's one is entertaining. I'll give him that. The
Man,
characters on there pop. I gotta give him that. I'm sorry, the characters pop.
it
Like,
is
they're
not
all
bad
memorable.
of you. That show is definitely Bad Boys Club, what it was supposed to be.
Seriously. Any final thoughts? Maybe on She by Shereé or anything?
She knows she wrong for charging those prices. Absolutely wrong. Because I could definitely go to Forever 21 and get those 90% off. And
You got to get you with the. Are you wearing She by Shereé shirts?
ain't nobody gonna tell me that, see me wearing those clothes. They gonna look at me crazy, see me seeing those price tags and see the print that's on them.
Right. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Please join future lives.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I love your channel, and just keep doing you, love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let me read some of these comments. Yeah, they're going crazy. Topics Natalie, but we dragged Jacob. LOL. Typical. Ain't nobody dragging Jacob. JD. Okay, so like I said, put your guesses in. Put your guesses in. Put your guesses in. Put your guesses in for Put your guesses in for how much you think Bow Wow is charging. Okay, how much y'all think Bow Wow y'all is charging for these meet and greets? Okay, so he's charging $1,000. So they say on September 3rd, Bow Wow took to his Instagram to announce his very own meet and greet packages for the turn up installment of the Millennium Tour. Bow Wow's VIP experience is priced at $1,000, offers fans a 30 to 45-minute hangout, a personal tour of his backstage lounge and tour bus, and various freebies. So a lot of people kind of criticized him on this because they felt like he's not worth that amount. But I feel like this: if you feel like you're worth that amount, why not charge that? You feel me? So I don't really too fault him for this. Would I pay a band to see him? No. Okay. But just being at a concert recently, it does. Okay, if you're gonna go to like a concert, I feel like you have to get like the whole like feel of it. Like I told you, recently I went to like the weekend concert, and like I was happy with it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I wanted to meet him. Like I wanted to be like, hey, like talk to him and stuff like that. Hear how he really sound, like up close and personal type thing. You feel me? Thank God his voice didn't go out during our concert, because we would have been pissed, because he was the show already ran a little bit late. So had he came out there like that happened in LA and his voice went out, oh my God, there would have been a stampede in that arena. Ooh, you in a Deadpool outfit. He needs to go ahead and make it $500. So Zakia W, you think he's worth $500? I just dropped the link again if anybody else wants to join and give their opinion. Zakia, you think he's worth 500? Okay, I think he's worth a good 700. 700, I would pay. Okay, I would pay. Okay, it, you catch me on the right month, maybe. Okay. I just think that would be a reasonable price. So yeah, he got a lot of backlash. A lot of people were like, "Oh, you're charging too much." Because you guys know he got this idea for Chris Brown. As y'all know, Chris Brown did the meet and greets and had them girls bent over. You feel me? Bent over, and with they tussies up. You feel me? With the Kevin Gates, the "I'm gonna bend you over." Tune into my Zeus town hall and watch like the last 3 minutes, and then you guys will get what I'm talking about with the Kevin Gates meme. Shereé, you said a 650. JD said you gonna meet me in the middle with 700. Thank you, JD. See, I know I liked you. We're gonna meet in the middle, 700. Okay, I think it's reasonable. I think 700 is reasonable. Is super, super, super reasonable. Plus, you gotta understand, Bow Wow don't look the same like he used to. You feel me? Like, you feel me? He don't look the same like he used to. Had it been, you feel me? Let's say like a good like 7 years ago type stuff, then I'll pay the band, because like you feel me, he looked more appealing. But now it's like mm-mm. All right, let's talk about Kandi, you guys. Kandi, you guys know, is one of my favorite housewives, and y'all, they done shot up the old lady gang. I'm playing, it wasn't the old lady gang, but it was Blaze. That's one of Candy's restaurants that she owns, and it seems as if one of the employees, y'all, got boot 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 shot. Okay, so courtesy to Shade Room said a worker was shot at a restaurant owned by Real Housewives Atlanta star Kandi Burruss and her husband Todd Tucker last night. According to local Atlanta news, the shooting happened at Blaze and Seafood off Cascade Road near Atlanta's Hartsfield Jackson Airport. The injured worker was taken to the hospital with non-threatening injuries. The employees involved have not been named publicly. However, Kenny's cousin, chef at the restaurant Melvin Jones, was like a confirmed victim. And I watched Kandi and the Gang, you guys. Shout out to Kandi. I watched Kandi and the Gang on Bravo, and it was a really, really, really good show. Like that was my Kandi Girl, yeah, Kandi Girl. That was like my show. I really, really liked it. And Melvin on the show, he seemed very nice and like well tempered. So I'm kind of surprised that it was him that got caught up in that whole mix or whatever. I would think it would be somebody like Philip, because y'all know Philip, y'all, he real sassy. Let me stop. But no, like Philip, he's real headstrong, and he's very like, oh shoot, oh, that's so graphic. But yeah, as y'all saw in those pictures, you saw like the bullet wounds and stuff. I would think it would have been Philip or something like that, because as y'all saw on Kandi and the Gang, a lot of people didn't like Philip because just of the way that he like talked to people and stuff like that. So you would assume that it would have been him, but it was Melvin. And Kandi, y'all can't catch a break, because last time they had like the health inspectors and stuff at her restaurant, they failed. Like she didn't pass like the inspection and stuff like that. So that's why like it's not hard. I mean, it's really, really hard to be like a big, big celebrity like Kandi and balance all these businesses at once. That's why this season on the show, when Marlo and them were like, "Oh, you don't check up on me" and stuff like that, I'm like, this girl runs like 1,000 businesses. Sorry, she didn't take the time out of her day to check in on you when you wouldn't do the same for her. So that's why I always take Candy's side, because I know the stuff that she deals with. Okay, you know how Wendy Williams says, a friend in my head. Candy's a friend in my head. She's a mentor in my head. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, Marissa. It said, shaking my head, everybody. Yes, yeah, it's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. Seriously. So shout out to Kandi. Hopefully, the cousin does get better. And one thing I do like about Kandi too, she puts her family on. A lot of the people that do work at the restaurant are her family members. So that's one thing she kind of makes sure to like really hone in on, which is great because a lot of celebrities don't really do that. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. Okay, now let's talk about Favio. You trying to go viral like Favio? Yeah, you trying to go viral? Yeah, you trying to go viral like Favio? So yeah, so what you trying to do? You trying to go viral? Yeah, you trying to go viral like Favio? Yeah, yeah, you trying to go viral? So as y'all know, the baby mom, okay, kind of exposed him on some activities that he's into, and a lot of people felt like I didn't plan this. Felt like she was a bitter baby mom, but take a look at some of the stuff she had to basically say about Fabio and his viral moments. Okay.
I didn't plan to do this. I didn't even know I was going to do this. Go live, and this is not planned, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna have proof. Evil people, they got proof. They got receipts. They have this shit planned out. I'm just telling you my fucking life. That's it. This is my life. I went through his porn history. It was gay shit. It was mad gay shit on his porn history. Besides the porn history, this has been happening for like 2 years already. And I have a gay best friend for those who don't know. While we fucking, this happened for 2 years already. While we fucking, he will fuck up. As in, the first couple times, I just thought like he was just fucking up. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm saying fuck up as in, we talk when we fuck. We talk nasty. So instead of saying like, this my pussy, like he'll say this my dick or give me that dick. Like, it. And at first, I was like, maybe because I'm saying dick, he's probably saying dick after me, confusing it. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, I never experienced no shit like that. Like, deal with a DL nigga, like nothing. And I was just, maybe he's confusing it. I said, like, nothing big. But he kept doing it.
A few moments later.
Like, so whoever's pregnant by him right now, go get an abortion right now because y'all gonna suffer. And I'm saying that because right now, I think he got like 2 bitches pregnant right now. Like, he's around. He gets around. He gets around. He fucks everything, and he does not use a condom. He does not use a condom. He does not. And he be burning because I seen him a few times with a Band-Aid on the top of his butt. Y'all know what that means. With a Band-Aid right on top of his butt cheek. A couple times. Like, he will get burned and go to the fucking clinic and come back like nothing. Like, you wasn't gonna tell me? Thank God I don't be fucking him like that. I never caught nothing from him. Thank God I don't be fucking him like that. I don't. He's never here. And when he's here, I sleep on the couch. Or I'll make him sleep on the couch. Like, I gotta be careful. Like, this man is like a sex addict. He's a sex addict because he likes to fuck everything. Like, man, he like everything. He like getting his butt. He like his butt played with. He like the sensation of getting his butt played with. He likes that. He likes stuff in his butt. I never did that. He know better. He know I'm gonna cut his ass. That's why. But somebody he was with that he was very comfortable with told me that he liked to get stuff in his butt and stuff like that. Yeah, he liked stuff like that.
Okay, here's my whole thing. Oh God. Lord Jesus. All right. So basically she claims that, when they were having their intimate times that she was like, "Oh yes, 5 year, oh yes." And then he's like, "Oh yes, Brian, oh yes." Oh, that kind of threw her off. She's like, "Wow. Who's Brian? Whoa. Who's Derek?" Let me stop. Here's my whole thing. This is why, ladies, before you guys have kids with a dude, you have to really know the dude, okay? Because at the end of the day, some of these dudes BDL. Everybody knows this, okay? I know this for a fact. So yes, a lot of these dudes, y'all, they like their behinds and stuff played with. That's something that a lot of dudes, whether they be straight, bi, or DL, are into. So this is why it's very important to get to know your dude before you have kids with them. This is a prime example. A lot of people felt as if she is being bitter because of her exposing him like this. I do think she is like a little bit bitter, but she's also putting out like a FYI to girls that will get with him in the future due to him not wrapping it up, which I think is careless of him to do, especially the fact that he's a rapper. That's why a lot of these girls, they see like these rappers and stuff, they're like, nah, they can't be on the low and stuff like that. Trust me, they are. I've known people that are in my community or whatever that have been with high rank rappers and did the do with them. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm the type of Virgo that'll take secrets to the grave. But I've known this. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like stuff like this doesn't really surprise me, to be honest, because it's like I know it. Like, I've seen it. You get what I'm saying? Yes, Cloudy, very dangerous. Yeah. Gonna say something silly like that when you're in a fight position. I'm getting up. Oh, said to him, you would have kicked him out. But I am surprised though that Favio didn't really reply to this, which kind of is to me a little bit. I'm not gonna say suspect, but it's a little suspicious in my opinion, because if somebody were to claim something like that, screw the whole thing of him liking, his behind and stuff played with, but the whole she claiming that he goes around, doesn't wrap it up, and does the do or whatever. That to me is more that's to me more damaging than the other stuff, because it puts out like it puts out a facade out there that you are not safe and that you're just careless with yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I would speak out on that versus anything else. So I'm surprised he hasn't done that at all. So yeah, that's all I'll say on that topic, you guys. I don't want to go too deep, but just know, don't ever be surprised of what you see and what you hear. Okay, that's all I'm saying on that one. Okay, he knows she mad because he ain't doing her exactly my point. So yeah, very true. Yeah, he needs to stop with the run. Yeah. Call Dave says giving big energy. Yeah. I was really surprised she was bold enough to do this, because you know how some of these rappers are, they're very like really protective of their image and just facade. So I'm surprised she's not somewhere right now just in hiding, scared of what he's gonna do to her, to be honest, because this has went viral. Like, it's made like all of like the blogs and everything like that, and it's not a good look. Okay, it is not a good look. Okay, so one of the last things I wanted to talk about was Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish. Y'all, did you guys see the video? Which I'm not gonna play because it's so disturbing. Did you guys see the video of Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears? That to me was so nasty, and like, I don't know how people, certain humor I don't find funny. Like, if it's something that's traumatizing and stuff like that, I don't find something like that funny. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the video, it's basically like they have like a young boy and they have like a grown man looking like he's going to like be with like the little boy or something to that effect. And I'm like, this isn't funny. Like, I don't find humor like that funny. To me, I find like accents funny. I find like, you get what I'm saying, certain stuff that people say funny. Those are the type of humor I find. Actionary funny, I never find funny. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. See, my girl season 3 baddie is in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, boo? I
What's
am so
up?
mad because I've been watching all your videos for the last 30 minutes and I did not realize you were live.
Yes, I am live.
I
Yo,
know, and I was like, oh
color.
my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna have to just like give me a recap of what you talked about today so I can touch on it, because I
Okay,
know
so I talked about Sheba Shereé. We talked a little bit about Miss Nat and Roly Poly, with the
Mhm.
food stamp EBT card situation. So
Okay.
what
Okay.
you think?
So She by Shereé, I don't really know her, but she's on Real Housewives.
And then basically she's getting slammed because a lot of the clothes that she sells
It's
are
on
from
Amazon
Shein.
for $14, and she's selling it
Yes.
for like $100. At first, I was like, maybe she put a typo and she meant like like it was an extra zero, but
So you think 14? You thought it was 1460 instead of $146?
46. First of all, Lululemon's not even that expensive, dude. Like, come
Yeah,
on. And it's unfortunate because a lot of these celebrities, they
do this.
get super, super charged. And maybe if hers was like 30, nobody would have gave her a problem. But 146 for some yoga pants, girl, stop.
Seriously.
But they've been tearing her butt up. But you know what? I hope it's a learning lesson for some people, because even like people who sell like the waist trainers, right? They be like $100, bro. You could get a waist trainer on Amazon for $20, and it's the exact same one. And that's when you remember last year when Sarah called out, I think Natalie, for that, 'cause she was like, "Y'all are buying these waist trainers from Natalie. She's too lazy to even get them embroidered with her name on them."
Sarah went in.
Sarah went in. Sarah was like, she don't even want to put a logo on it. She just sending you the stuff she gets from China.
From Alibaba.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because a lot of people just recycle it back out, and people love them so much they'll still get it. But I don't know. Okay, so what was the next one? Rolly and Natalie.
Yeah, Rolly. Have you seen everything that's been going on?
I just was. I'm actually kind of glad I did all all your recaps, and now I jumped on because I just finished the video, and I saw the full live with Rolly going in on Curtis. Well, I'll touch on. Okay, so here's my thing. I see both sides because, number one, let's start with Rolly's side. If I could get food stamps right now, I got them during the pandemic, and as soon as the pandemic was over, they was like, "You thought."
Everybody said the same thing in my comments. They're like, as soon as the pandemic died down, they snatched it away from me.
They was like recertified. Oh, you work, girl, bye. Because and it's really sad because it's like, living where I live, we've talked about this. It's really like, if I could get food stamps, trust me. And like anybody I know, whoever is not working, like I always tell them, like, at least get it while you can, because one thing about food stamps too, they never expire. So if you get them right now, and even if you don't need them right now, if you need it a year from now, you can still use that card. So I'm not going to fault her for doing it. She is a mom. And at the same time, let's stop acting like Zeus is paying these people. The only people who are getting real money is Natalie. I think when Blueface or Jonathan does something, like, they get money, but they're already celebrities.
Jocelyn, I think it's a big
Jocelyn gets good money, but none of the girls in her show are really getting paid like that. It's the same as Bloom and Murray. I'm sure Natalie Nunn, when she was on season 4, she probably didn't make that much money either. But I do think Rolly should be making more now because, girl, you're on your like 4th show.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like you never know anyone's situation, and people also don't realize, like, yeah, they're only filming for a certain amount of time in the year. Like, and even if even if Zeus paid her $15,000, you got to make that $15,000 stretch till the next show.
Right.
And there's like, there you can do promotions and stuff like that. So like, you never know anyone's story. So I'm not even gonna knock her for that. But at the same time, it's like, maybe it just wasn't the best look to go there. Because people are just gonna talk, and yeah, she's strong or whatever. But at the same time, they can look into her and be like, "Oh, well, girl, you're making all this money. Why are you over here?"
Right. I think what this is what I said in my town hall too. I think what triggered Natalie to really go off, because I feel like had Rolly not reposted, because she reposted the picture, was just like, "See, y'all gonna get me caught up for food stamp fraud or something like that." I think when Natalie read that, she was just like, so that means she doesn't even need it. She's just getting it because she's lazy and she getting those snack meals. So it's like, that's what I think triggered Natalie to go off. Had Rolly not put that, she was just like, "Oh yes, I don't make that much. Yeah, I get food stamps and what." Then I feel like Natalie wouldn't have went off. That's just my opinion. Yeah. But Natalie still shouldn't have went off the way she did, because like, you keep bragging about all these riches and this and that, and like, if Zeus shuts down, girl, what you gonna do?
I was about to say, you were so right when you said that, because baby, it could all be gone tomorrow, boo. And Zeus is towing a thin line right now. So they always in some controversial stuff between letting Jocelyn, letting Ballistic hit people. Right. That could have. I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised that didn't shut them down, bro. Because that was a scandal. You know what I mean? Right. And there's stuff like that that's happening all the time. Did you already touch on the Tiffany Haddish?
I'm about to touch on it right now. But what did you think about that video? Because like that's the last topic I'm going to talk about. So let me know. What do you think about that
All
video?
right. So I'm gonna just say real quick. So I've watched a lot on this because as like someone who was molested as a child, this is just so I don't even want to. It's triggering, but like I'm not gonna sit here and say it.
Yeah, that's why I don't even want to play the video. Like I didn't. Ugh.
It's like okay. So here's the thing. Randomly one morning I woke up and then there was somebody had posted like watch it now before it gets deleted. So I'm watching. I'm like, what is this? And I watched the unedited one because you know now they have the little dog picture.
Right.
So I watched the unedited one.
Same.
And so I'm going to come back to that right now. But what I had watched a lot of Alexa, turn the timer off. I had watched
Somebody said I need to put that. I'm sorry to cut you off. They say I need to put that as a soundbite.
Oh, me, Alexa?
Yes.
I know. I'm always yelling at her. I think I'm Tony Stark and she's like Friday. Alexa, stop for real. Anyway, but yeah, no. So I was watching a lot of people's commentary, and what I noticed was there's some people, if you've seen the video, you feel 100% different if you haven't seen it. There's a lot of people who didn't see it, and once they saw it, it's just crazy. And for you, are you about to play it?
No, I'm not gonna play it because it creeps me out.
It creeps me out too.
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, it's just very ridiculous in my opinion because for Aries, like, I don't even understand why you would think that was funny. I don't care if it was 15, 20, 30 years from ago. I don't understand why you would even think that was funny. And at the same time, like, it's just frustrating to me that, like, from Tiffany's end, they're like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have participated. But, A, you participated, you brought those kids, and you guys let it be up for years. And there's just so many people to fault in this is, like, YouTube. Why was this on YouTube for years? How is
that was?
How are they taking down channels like yours? How are they flagging everybody?
Season 3, Daddy. Let's get into it. I said the same thing.
Yep. How are they taking down channels like yours, flagging other channels for all this stuff? And you had this on there for years. Okay. Now that's or whoever. I keep telling them now that's TV, but the other Laugh Out Loud or whatever. They had it on there. And you guys had it for years. It's not okay. The video is disgusting. To have a little boys, first of all, no kid should be filmed over the age of 2 in their draws.
Exactly.
No kid. And you know what I'm saying? So that, and then I wanted to touch on one more point. Because there's just so many layers to this. And if I get angry, I might call back in. But there's just so many layers to it because I feel like at the same time, too, if we're going the court way and everybody needs to go to jail, I need that director to go to jail. I need the cameraman who was closing in on that little boy's booty cheeks to go to jail.
Exactly.
Tiffany, Aries. If we're going to put everybody in jail, let's put everybody in jail. Because I don't like, and then did you see when they try to get them arrested and the police were like, well, we have people who are who've been molested recently, so we have to deal with them first. And I'm like, okay, well then why is Bill Cosby in jail?
Right.
If you need to take everybody's situation equally. And I don't care. They're trying to blame the mom. They're trying to say it's the mom that's extorting them. No, it's the kids. And in my opinion, if the mom, this is my last thing. What doesn't make sense to me is they're saying that the mom was at Tiffany's party in 2020. But if that's the case, why are they saying they paid off the mom in 2019? Then that makes both y'all look crazy.
And also the amount that they're requesting, it's not an absorbent amount. Tiffany is a big star. So she could have requested like $1 million, 5 million, like things like the amount she requested. I don't know the exact amount, but I do remember it being very small compared to the amount that she could have requested for the lawsuit.
Really? That's what I'm saying. I just think it's unfortunate, and I really do I think 100% that they were? I don't know, because I feel like on one hand you want to be like, someone's not that dumb to make a video about them doing what they're doing, right?
Right.
But at the same time, like, bro, that's wrong. And I'm sorry. I would have been at every comedy show, everything for years, throwing stuff at Tiffany, throwing stuff at Aries.
Exactly.
But that's just me, I don't
Anyway,
and,
and also I want to criticize YouTube because it's like YouTube is so funny because you curse 2-3 times in the video and they're like, oh my god, we can't run ads. But then you guys have this creepy video about freaking touching a child, and then y'all left it up for years.
And you're actually, what's killing me is you're actually touching the child. You're actually touching the child. It would have been different if they had a grown person in a diaper.
Right.
Then maybe we'll consider it. But you had
you
an actual
curse one
child
time
in the
on
scene.
one of these videos, it's oh my god, like
Dude,
come on.
yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna calm
Okay,
myself down and find me some dinner.
all right, please go, y'all. Please, you gotta come back for the baddies.
You already know, boo. I love you. Talk to you soon.
All right. But yeah, it really is annoying because YouTube has put a lot of guidelines that has restricted us as users. So like a lot of stuff that videos we put up, we have to wait for them to approve us to run ads. And it's annoying because when this came out, it's like that's so messed up because that video shouldn't have went up. It shouldn't have been left up for all this time because that video's been up for years and it was monetized because there were ads running on it when it was played. So that doesn't make any sense. But that's just what I think. All right, I'm gonna add you, JB. No cursing. Let me know. What's up?
Yo, so real quick about the Zeus thing before I get on Tiffany and that all that disgusting mess. Flat out, Zeus has stolen a lot of content as well as done things as far as like Jocelyn's Cabaret that we already know what happened with Ballistic and Amber and all that were distasteful. So what a lot of these companies and people should do is just put together a class action lawsuit.
Ooh.
And then go after Zeus, because then they'll basically a class action lawsuit. And the easiest way to explain it to people listening that don't know is basically think of a RICO in reverse. So if you get all these people that can share their grievances and they treat it as one case, that's too much stuff for Zeus to fight as far as fighting one entity at a time.
I see what you're saying. I think that's what they tried to do with the Cabaret, with all the girls, but then
the only thing that went against them with that is you got to think in law, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So and this is not me agreeing or saying anybody was wrong, but they have plenty of videos of Amber on the internet and on the show coming off as the aggressor. So that I'm assuming that they probably use that, as leeway to get out of that situation and to go ahead and just pay her off. But yeah, as far as like these actual companies, because even the Chance show that was stolen from another platform that had actually already filmed a couple episodes already, and then they had to stop because of COVID, and then Zeus went and stole that.
Wait, so there was already a real chance of love, or you're talking about the Stallionaire show?
The One More Chance.
Yeah, One More Chance. So there was already
they were already filming that on another platform. I don't remember the platform at the moment, but they were already filming it, and it was another Black-owned streaming platform. And they had done a few episodes already and had to pause because of COVID, and then Zeus ended up taking the properties of that.
Oh wow, that's interesting too. You gotta send me that on the socials because I gotta see about that.
Oh yeah, I could find that easy. But also now with this whole Tiffany thing, I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I don't want your page to get in trouble.
Yeah,
but what
you know how they do.
What I'm gonna say is this, and the caller before me pretty much hit a lot of stuff, like already a lot of great points. So what I'm gonna point out also is the sick undertone and things that are possibly going on behind that a lot of people are unaware of. There are kids that are brought into Hollywood to do skits and things like this with big named or about to be big name actors so they could feel like it's validated, but they end up doing degrading things like this, and it's a way to groom these children. And if people don't believe me, ask Megan Fox about it. Go watch Bad Boys 1. The girl that has the water falling on her in the swimsuit, that was her, and she was only freaking 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so a lot of this stuff happens directly in front of our eyes and has been happening. And it's funny that whenever, certain victims come out and speak about these things or whatever, how it's easy to get swept under the rug, or how easily we give sympathy to the celebrity and all these other things. And there's a lot of things that certain celebrities have to do, or so they think have to do in order to get to where they want to be. Because like, if we look at it, what did Tiffany really do to get to where she was at or where she is? Like let's really like look at it and call a spade. Because the biggest, like out of nowhere, the first thing she really popped up on was school dance. That was the first big thing we ever saw her on, that skit she did with Cat Williams in jail.
Right. And then not too long after, Girl Trip.
Right, which she claims she wrote, but yet that was already written way before we
I don't
knew who she
believe
was.
that. I don't believe she wrote that.
Yeah, nobody does. How do you have 3 great black actresses and then her?
Yeah, that do it. No, I don't think she wrote that. Cause I've the thing is I followed her for a little bit. Like I know she used to do. A lot of people don't know Tiffany was like a big VH1 star. She used to do a lot of those VH1 countdowns and those funny specials on VH1.
Mm-hmm.
So like I used to follow her for years, and like I know her humor. And watching Girls Trip, I could tell she didn't write that because her humor just doesn't match it. And even with this whole kid thing, that's her type of humor.
And
so,
even
like,
and going
right.
back to what you said, how she did the whole VH1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else that we've seen, you know, that was doing those type of things that did rise to a point of stardom, we can actually track and see the footwork they put in. Where's hers?
Right.
So a lot of this stuff, like I said, happens in front of our face all the time. And you already know how long I've been in and out of working with people in the industry. So it's like I know about a lot of stuff that like would make a lot of people, it would be hard for a lot of people to sleep.
Right. If you guys don't know, you guys, if you don't mind me telling you just a little bit, but JD's been around like some big celebrities. So like he's known like some behind the scenes stuff that he's told me like in private. So like, yeah, he knows what he's talking about.
It's some things. But yeah, that's the part about it that really bothered me. And the last part about the video itself, that I believe it was the ending, that part to me made it exactly what I thought it was, which was just a grooming video and a programming video for anybody else that would watch it. Because at the end, you try to soften it with the fact that you make the child lust for the adult now.
Right. Which is
basically stating that, hey, if I do this to you enough, you'll like it.
Right. Which is
like
very,
that's
very
sick.
Yeah.
There's no funny in that, in no way, shape, or form. And I love dark humor. And there, first of all, let's just narrow it down with this. What's funny about a child getting touched? And if you think so, I'll punch you dead in your mouth.
Right. It's the thing. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, to me, I don't find physical humor that funny. Like, it just isn't funny to me. Like, physical humor when you do this to this person, like, no. Like, to me,
the part when he jumped in the tub with the little boy, at that point, I was like, cool, throw them all in jail. And I agree, throw the cameraman in jail, throw the editing team in jail. Anybody that had any hand in that, in that child's trauma, who I believe the boy is now 17 or something like that.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Do you think Tiffany's career will be able to recover from this? Because they say she
should, in my personal opinion, she should have never had one. So I don't care to see it go. Throw it all in the trash.
JD is over it.
Been over
it. Any final thoughts on this situation, or even some of the Natalie and Rolly situation, or she by Shereé?
Natalie and Rolly is just fun. Oh my God, no, the clothes thing though. Hold on, man. Look, I blame Kanye because she
listen, you're not gonna blame Kanye.
No, look, because he was like, I'm gonna put these holes in these shirts and I'm gonna sell them for $1,000. She was like, shoot, I'm gonna just say I did it, and the shirts are already made, and I'm gonna just mark them up. They're $14. Put a 2 behind it.
Shereé thought she was doing her a big one when she was putting in those prices.
And she's probably thinking like, well, at the end of the day, I only got to sell this much and somebody else would have to sell that. Like, okay, if that's how you're thinking, that's not how business works. That's how drug dealing works.
Right. And that's how business fails.
Right.
That's so funny. All right. Thank you so much for joining and giving your thoughts. Please continue to join in other lives. You already know how we do, JD.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, that was funny. JD's hilarious. All right, so I just wanted to play the video of like Aries Spears' like apology or whatever that came out recently, and then just get my thoughts, and then we're gonna end the live, y'all. It's 86 of you guys in here. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, y'all.
This is an extortion case. This is a shakedown, and I didn't need my lawyer to tell me this, to say this, but I'm going to echo her words. We won't be shaken down. And believe me, it's bothering me not to talk about the skit, because Annie and I have been talking about it, and there's some very valid things I feel like I have to say or want to say, but just can't at this time. And I'm no coward. I'm not running from anything, and I'm not guilty of anything. It's the reason why I won't turn my mentions off on my Instagram. It's the reason why, I'm not deleting any of my old posts. And I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians. But I can't. This is an extortion case, and it's paining me to do so because I'm a fighter. I'm not a runner. And my character's being assassinated. Again, I want to address the skit especially, but I just can't. There was a woman who hit me up on Instagram, and she wrote me, "Hey, Aries, if you need my help regarding and she also mentions the person's name who's trying to shake us down. As much as I want to expose that, I won't say her name either. But she goes, if you need my help regarding the blank situation, have your legal team reach out to me. I've known this person for over 35 years. They're a huge scammer. I can prove it to you. Here's my number. I will be able to assist you." And I will say this, if you can even dig up the history yourself, but this person has a history of these false accusations, saying that they've been raped, and it's paining me. They even once blamed the whole entire San Bernardino Police Department for allegedly fondling.
All right, so what did you guys think about some of the things that he had to say? I really feel like this is heavy karma for him for some of the stuff he said about Lizzo. So Lizzo must have a good woo lady, because baby, that karma came back quick. Not even a week, not even 2 weeks after that video came out of him saying some of those stuff on Vlad TV about Lizzo. This story just broke. So it's like you might have wanted to watch some of the stuff that you were saying. That's why you gotta watch how you talk about people, because that karma will bite you hard. So yeah, his wife left him because he was physically abusive to a child, not Teletubby. Yeah. I don't even think that was an apology, to be honest. It just sounded like an excuse. Like, you can say the lady's a scammer, blah, 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 and she might be. Don't get me wrong. But just looking at the skit in itself, it just shouldn't have been put out there, and it shouldn't have been done. So that's all I'll say about that one. All right, please make sure you guys hit that like button, you guys. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. I should be putting up a video tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. Don't hold me to it. But yeah. So night entertainers, leave your comments down below in all of these topics. Let me know what you guys think. You guys know I love a healthy debate on whether I agree with it or not. So leave your comments down below. Entertainers, we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.